U.S. title. Going after Maribel Vincent Owen's record, and it's one that many people thought would never even be approached, but here she is. She's going to make a run at it, but she's got to defeat Sasha Cohen, who's been so close. 3 silver medals, but she has never won gold at the national championships. She's had injuries this year, the recent coaching change. She is back out west in California. Will it work? For more on that, let's check in with Christine Brennan.
On December 22nd, Sasha Cohen made a very surprising announcement. After only 1 year with Robin Wagner, she's decided to move back to Southern California and her old coach, John Nix. We'll see if the reunion works. For Sasha, it's the second season in a row she's made a coaching change with less than a month before nationals.
It's really hard to really pinpoint something. We really tried, and I stuck through a lot of the summer and the fall. And I think that's why I stayed as long as I did, is because she was such a great coach, such a great friend, but ultimately I wasn't skating well. And I was getting homesick, and I went home to California for a week, and things started falling into place.
With Robin, her career seemed to be progressing when she won silver at both Nationals and Worlds last year. However, the demise began this past summer after the World Championships.
When she came back, she was neither as physically fit as she was when I left her, nor as mentally ready for the challenges that we had both agreed were necessary to get her on the program, get her on the road that she needed to go to become what she wants, which is to be a champion.
I think that Robin didn't quite understand is that it wasn't that I wasn't motivated. I just, you know, it's like I was doing everything, but on the ice, it just wasn't happening.
And it was evident in competition. Sasha's season debut was a disappointment, and then later she withdrew from the Grand Prix Series due to a reoccurring back injury. There was tension, and change was looming as her goal slipped further out of reach.
Saying I want to become the Olympic champion is quite different than really believing in it and working at it and getting to the rink every day. I don't think she believed it in her heart. And that's where I really had trouble getting on the same page with her.
Every good competitor has flaws. She's done what I've asked her to in practice. I mean, one never knows what's going to happen out there. I'm optimistic.
Representing the Orange County Figure Skating Club in Costa Mesa, California, Sasha Cohen.
Sasha Cohen, John Nix, her coach, now alongside the rink boards, and John Nix was doing a lot of fishing out in Southern California until he got that call from Sasha Cohen saying, hey, would you coach me again? And Dick, I know that you've said it on a different occasion. At some point, an athlete has got to look in the mirror, not at their coach, to find the real source of what's going on.
No matter how great the coach is, unless the skater wants it, loves it, needs it, their heart is into it, it won't happen. Even a touchdown there is not perfect, the perfect that we expect of her.
Now, can she shake that and pull the rest of the program together? This is what she has done time and time again.
She's not letting it fly. She's skating very sedately and steadily. A little bit of a jiggle on the landing.
does this move better than Sasha. And watch this next move. She is so steady and so controlled and so stretched out. It's amazing.
The difficulty of that is the turn from one edge to the other. Gotta tell you, that was sensational. She really did hit it. That last spin was one of the finest combination spins I've ever seen done. She did it with verve and action, and my gosh, the whole thing was really beautifully put together, and yet it was also done sedately and quietly. Amazing how she could do both of those things.
John Nix, kind of taking it in stride. Low key about it.
I think
There's
she
Jenny
feels
Kirk,
real
the leader.
comfortable with him.
She did have the problem with the one jump.
Will Kirk still lead when we hear the marks for Cohen? We'll see. The audience thinks no. Back in a moment.
Opens 7 p.m. Eastern tonight on ESPN.
Waxing with Sasha Cohen.
I've known John Nix for almost 50 years. He's an old fox, the best.
And this young lady is so stunning. She opened with this triple Lutz. This was the only flaw in the program where she touched her hand down. That'll be a 0.2 deduction, but the rest of the program was gorgeous.
And look at this final combination spin. I mean, the stretch up of that leg and the standing of it. Back sit spin. I mean, really, it's just a wonderful stretch. And watch her pull it in closer at the end of it. I mean, I love it. I got to tell you. And she pulls out of it instantly.
It's a great way to leave the judges with a lasting image. A great image at the end. And we'll see. She was out much of the season with a back injury. Saw her a couple of times on ABC, but she did not skate in the Grand Prix Series. Required elements 5'4" to 5'8".
One of the interesting things is that she never let the program go. She never let herself really fly into it. It was very controlled, the whole thing.
You've got one 5.9 for presentation, the rest 5.8.
Well, I think for me it lacked a little electricity.
Exactly.
And it wasn't totally skated out, but it was beautifully done.
She's got to feel more comfortable after having that as her experience in the short, though, and she is the leader. Right now, let's